What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another summer season Forza Horizon 4 video for series 39. So riding around in our 2004 Honda Civic Type R currently that we unlocked in the last video, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. But today we're going to be jumping into the German Engineering Seasonal Championship, and this is a road racing series to unlock the BMW E92 M3 GTS. So you can see here the car restrictions are S1 900 and it's got to be a German car. So I've actually got cars set up, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the setup for this and start it up. And let's see what races we've got here.
Better than a seasonal championship in the
Two
summer?
sprint races and a circuit race. Very good.
Really.
All right.
Have fun.
So the first car we're going to use is our 2016 Audi R8 V10 Plus. All right, the Meadows Sprint. Again, we're in our Audi R8. As always, when you're doing these seasonal championships, you have to make sure that you're racing against at least highly skilled drivatars. So that is set for us. So we'll go ahead and jump into the first race. So each of these three cars that we're using will have tunes on them, and I will put the share code for each of the tunes down in the description, but they'll also be at the beginning of each of the races for the cars. So definitely check them out. I'll give you my opinion on them, and you know, particularly like which car you might want to use more. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon and this is Bomb Gaming, and what I do for the weekly festival playlist is I go through and make videos on all of the events every Thursday, or starting on Thursday. So this is a good example of one of those events. Now for the seasonal championships, I use 3 different cars. So each of the races, for each one of the races of the seasonal championship, I am using a different car. But you don't have to do that. You can use one car for all 3 of the races. I do it just so, you know, to add some content to the channel and, you know, be able to show multiple options that can be used in the events. Because not everybody will have every car that I use. So, like, people might not have this R8, but they may have, you know, the next car that I use. So I do it just to show, you know, different options and stuff like that. So again, just make sure you know that you don't have to use 3 different cars. You do have to do all 3 of the events, and that's something big and important. There are 3 races that are tied to each of these seasonal championships, so you can't just complete one, you have to complete all 3. And you have to be in first place against highly skilled drivatars in the seasonal championship standings, not individual races, to win the big reward being the car in this case. So good example of that is we came in first place in this race, and you can see on the far right there we got 20 points. So that's the spread of points that you get for each position you come in on the individual races. If I hit next, this is the championship standings. So you can see I'm in first right now in the championship because I came in first here and we've only done one race. So I have 20 points. So after next race, if I come in first again, I'll have 20 points. And that's where you have to come in first, is in this leaderboard. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next race and jump into our next car. All right, next car is gonna be the BMW i8. And the share code for the tune that we're using will be up on the screen now. So we'll see how this does. We're doing a circuit race around Edinburgh. It's GTS or GTR, I don't remember which one that is. Gotta get it out of the way. Some of the times the AI act a little funny in this game. Ooh, slow down. Gotta get used to this car. So that's one thing that I'm at a disadvantage of. As I swap out cars, I don't really have time to get used to one, so I kind of have to, you know, adapt on the fly. But let's see if we can reel it in here. So far, I already like the whoa, not paying attention. Okay, I already like the R8 better than this i8. So currently that would be my suggestion. but again, I need to get used to the i8 for a second, and then my opinion might change a little bit there. It's not a bad handling car, and this tune, if you've got the car, I mean, I think it'll do the trick. It's just, you know, coming from the R8 might be a little more difficult. We're in 4th currently. I see 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, so we're not like far behind. And we definitely beat them through the turns. Yeah, just on the inside of all 3 of them, so. Okay, after, you know, another lap, this not a bad car. You just gotta control it. And, you know, my mindset is most of the time I just gun it all the time, so need to work on that a little bit. Work on slowing down a little bit sooner so we can have a little smoother of turns, but here we go. We got one more lap to go. We're up in front, so I'm just gonna skip towards the end just so you don't have to sit through me going through another full lap, because I'm doubting anything fun or fascinating will happen, and if it does, you know, we can jump back to it. So I'll see you towards the end of the race. Alright, final turn. Drivatars weren't far behind, but we kept them off, so the i8, not a bad choice. Again, as long as you're not swapping out, I think you'll be fine with it. So again, I got 20 points for coming in first. If I hit next, you can see I'm up to 40 points in the seasonal championship leaderboard. So we got one race left. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, here we go. Last race, we're jumping into the 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S. And the share code for this tune will be up on the screen. I believe this is the fastest car stat-wise that we've used. It's also the car that has the lowest handling stat that we've used in this championship. So it's going to be fast, and I can already feel the understeer. So let's hope that we can actually place decently well. This is a sprint race, so that's why I chose this for the sprint race. It was just so that, you know, we've got the top end speed kind of where we need it. Not saying that the other cars wouldn't have been able to handle the Drivatars, because they would have definitely been way better through these turns. But, you know, I just wanted something a little fast. So we're up in the 4th. We're gonna run right into his rear, and now we've got one car in front of us. And we're definitely going to be faster than that car. And go on the highway, so good deal. We should be way out in front before too long. That big old braking point hairpin that is coming up though. So I think if we lose it anywhere, that'll be where it is. Ooh, that was a bad racing line. Okay, we'll take that. You know, in real life, we would have been, like, dead, but... Okay. Got off the road and couldn't get back on, so let's hit the brakes here, stay on the road. Okay, that works. Just use that rail, or the barrier, to our advantage. So this car is a little bit much to handle if you're struggling. You know, doing these events normally, this is not the car I would choose, quite honestly. Or this tune, at least, is what I should say. Because the car could probably handle better, but the tune that I chose is very much a more powerful tune than it is a handling tune. So, I would probably stay away from this if you are, again, having issues, or if you commonly have issues doing the seasonal events against the highly skilled Drivatars. But there we go, cross the line, got first place there, so that'll get us 20 more points. We'll come out with 60 on top, so that'll complete the German Engineering Seasonal Championship. And again, we'll get all 3 stars because we placed first against the highly skilled Drivatars. And that'll unlock the BMW E92 M3 GTS, and that is a mouthful. And there we go. That's how you complete the German Engineering Seasonal Championship in the summer season of Series 39 to unlock the BMW E92 M3 GTS. Need to make sure. I didn't know if it was GTR, but So if you found the video helpful or you enjoyed, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 4 content. Every Thursday I do go through the new weekly festival playlist and make videos on each of the events. So if you want to stay tuned for that, definitely get subscribed. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video.